Alright, welcome back everybody. Round 2 in this Swiss draft, trying to explain plays and archetypes and interactions to help new players. We're playing against Swiss X Shadow, who I am unfamiliar with, but welcome to the Swiss fold, my friend. Ramp versus Spirits is a difficult matchup in that we don't have a whole lot of ways to deal with a bunch of 1/1 flyers. We can kind of deal with abominated troops that are like, 5/6 or whatever, but yeah. So we do have Sky Dancers and whatnot, but um, basically they're an evasive strategy. They win with a bunch of 1/1 flyers, and I think they kind of overwhelm you. They also have access to a lot of good removal and stuff, so it's going to be an interesting matchup. This is a fine keep in that we do have our core ramp cards. We're going to need a second wild shard, and then we have our removal, and then we have our ways to interact with some of those sack champion power shenanigans that Madam Anna sack decks do. So this is a solid keep. Leaps above an average 5. So even if we didn't have like good cards against in this matchup, we'd still keep 4 playables and 2 shards on a 6. So yeah, pretty good for them all. Not gonna lie. We'll get Lift Lyricist out, then hopefully we'll get a second wild. So if he deals, odds aren't great that he deals with both of them. But if he has 2 removal in hand, well, I guess we need 3 removal in hand. Like we're on the race to 7. So this is kind of what we're doing. Kind of the best thing this deck can do early is just play ramp. We have a little bit of flexibility. We might want to keep up throwback. At some point, we're going to draw all our big cards. But we'll see where he's at, what he's doing. That's not a threat. It's probably going to do two damage next turn. He's playing Pride's Fall. He probably followed Sky Dancer if we get a second wild shard, which we don't. But we have all the Lift Lyricists, so maybe we just play. Maybe we just have a board of ramp, and then hopefully we just top deck 5, 6, 7, and 8 drops for the rest of the game. I don't know. We're on the ramp flood. We only have 5. We have 5 sources of ramp in our deck. We drew 4 of them. The good news is though, we're not super vulnerable to Vampire Kiss. I'm tempted to double block here because we have all this extra ramp. Why would we do that? Well, he could punish us with a trick. It would be a pretty devastating 2-for-1. Yeah, we're not blocking. The fact that he didn't add a champ makes me think that perhaps he has the trick for sure. And he Vampire Kisses. So yeah, we kind of expected that. He would have 2-for-1 us anyway. So that's kind of good to know. Here we're probably going to play another Lift Lyricist and hold up Throwback, which is going to give us a lot of flexibility. We're not blocking, so we'll swing for 1. So what we want to do is basically, if he tries to sack something, we want to throw it back. Though we'd probably be pretty happy nerfing his champion ability. There's just far more broken things that spirits can do than give a spirit to a Sunseer. So we kind of want to keep up throwback for that reason. And we're not really doing anything right now. We're just trying to draw good cards. So yeah, we could block here to try to draw out. Giving something else lifelink is kind of bad, but not having to deal with the spirit. Yeah, we don't care about spirits. We really don't. I want the throwback for when he abominates. Honestly, because we have Sky Dancer. We have throwback. We'll just let him do 2. We'll see what he plays. I'm guessing he doesn't have a whole lot of gas, otherwise he would have just dumped. Yeah, that's not... really not that big of a deal. Like I get it. He wants to keep us from getting the 7, but we just have so much. Maybe I should have bounced it. You know what? Come to think of it, that would have messed up his play. I'm still not that sad because if we get a wild card, Skydancer's pretty good, and he's spent already 2 cards to try to deal with our ramp plan and hasn't successfully dealt with it. Right. Now, if he has Pride's Fall, I'm going to be pretty sad. Not going to lie. But normally it's devastating when he breaks your ramp chain, with answers like that. But in this case, because we drew all of our ramp, we're in okay shape. We'll see. Probably going to throw back our own stuff if he has a Paraphagy, which, God, that would be annoying. Now we kind of got to conserve our ramp cards. Yeah. So he had all the answers. All the answers. Pride's Fall, like, anyway. I'm trying to think out loud about his base strategy. Like, it's unusual for him to have that much removal this early, and he knows exactly how to play against ramp, which is smart and good for him and all that. But um, we are going to stabilize here pretty soon. I guess we kind of played into. We didn't have to do that dinosaur. Now if he has that one card that nerfs, as you discard 2, we kind of got punished a little bit. That would be crazy just to run into every single card we could play into. He had an answer. That would be unfortunate. So anyway, though, there's no need to champion ability there. So I just took on risk by doing so. It looks like we're getting to the point now where he's kind of out of answers, and it's kind of what we want. He wants to give that Death Touch. Fine. We have a block here. Yeah, I don't. I guess. Yeah, I'm gonna prevent 3. I don't think he has um, the do 1 damage spell. Yeah, he doesn't. So he's kind of done. He's kind of done. If he wants to attack with this, he can kind of do that all day. I really don't mind. Um, Hopefully we turn the corner, though. He still has 3 cards he isn't playing, so I'm wondering if he's setting up something nasty and devious. I'd love a throwback here because then he can just nerf that. But we have sack outlets. Really, the card that I'm worried about is Abominate. If he abominates that, we'd have to 2-for-1 ourselves. Because we can't really deal with it. Good news is, I mean, we have a lot of powerful top decks and a lot of resources, so it's nice. What's he bringing back? Nothing of consequence. Can't really do more than 1 point of damage a turn. We have chances to draw stuff. Basically, flyers are good, but we can at least block 1 more flyer unless it's a Spirit Eagle. And we have flyers ourselves. Death Touch is kind of doing work. He doesn't want a 2-for-1 himself, so he's keeping back the blocker. This is a fine card. He's gonna have to deal with this anyway, so well, this dies to Vampire Kiss, which is kind of frustrating. I wonder if now is a good time. What if we chump blocked here? We 2-for-1 ourselves here with a card that doesn't really matter, right? We deal with that threat and stabilizer. Then we shift onto here, do 7, make him have a Paraphagy. Then he's swinging back. Then we can chump here, chump there, take 6. I don't think we're ready for that because we don't have a way to deal with these 3/3s yet. But the reason why, if he has a, I don't want, since he's tapped out, I don't want to leave this vulnerable to Vampire Kiss. Another thing we could do is, what could we do? What would we not mind getting 2-for-1? This can trade That can trade. I don't. It's not time to attack yet because he has the back pulling up 6. And we're at 12. But leaving this open, um, just asking to be Vampire Kiss, and we really want to make this a 7/7. And since this is going to die anyway, the second he gets a Paraphagy, I feel like it's not that bad. Maybe we shift anyway and then just pass. We couldn't fight anyway, so. What can I do? I can block there. I can block there. I can block there. He gains 3. I think it may be worth it to attack here. I haven't done all the math, but. Oh, I'm dumb. I can't believe I just did that. That was a super punt. I forgot. Okay. So I just wasn't ready to attack. So I should have. I played that out fine, with the exception of the last part where I just gave him my best card for free. That was dumb. He's like, why the hell did you do that? That's all that was. That was just a super brain fart. So now we're going to need some serious stuff. His deck is kind of weak. That was a big deal. He obviously doesn't have Paraphagy. What do you put it on that? That's fine. That's not going to be a big deal. I mean, get rid of Death Touch was fine, but you don't want to trade a 7/7 for it. What? Oh, he played a second one? Okay, who gives a shit? Oh, okay. So, yeah, I get what he's trying to do. I misplayed. He's punishing me. So be it. We have 6 resources. We have stuff we can play. The Shard's going to be kind of bad here. He probably swings with team. Which is, dumb, but whatever. I guess it's not dumb. He's just trying to finish the game as fast as possible, but he didn't have to trade off his 3/2 lifelinker. Doesn't really gain him anything. But he probably feels like he won, which he did. I mean, we needed that 7/7. It was stabilizing, right? So that was a huge brain fart. We'll just quit. So anyway, long story short, like I think I overthought there, and then it produced the brain fart because I was in pretty good shape there. I mean, not great, but his deck is on the lower end of power level. He's just trying to do things like manipulate my deck, gain spirits. It's the cards we're really worried about playing against Sack. I didn't see, so I'm feeling overall pretty good about this matchup. But I wasn't drawing that efficiently, and he was playing fine, and I made a huge punt. So live and learn. Do we need to Zach? I'm wondering if we play more of our top end stuff. He has a lot of answers to little stuff. I think Nazak's actually pretty good because of all his 3/2s. Played Spirited, or he played. He's a little heavy on the 3/2 sack something. It was actually pretty good against our deck. We're often just going to have one big threat out, one or two. So we can kind of manipulate the board. I'm thinking maybe. Well, throwback's good. Yeah, I think we just run it back. Playing a 4/4 lifelink or another predatory play. Playing 3 of those is a little too clunky for my taste. We just need the not brain fart. That kind of sucked. That's always a bad feeling, especially when you're recording. But hey, shit happens. So here we kind of have the opposite. So we're going to end up playing 4s and 5s, and then he's going to have all the 3/2 sacrifice something in the world. So we're just going to end up like really losing that exchange. We are on the play, and we have 3 shards, both of our shards, 3 sources. So I don't think you can mull that. I just think normally this would be slow but pretty powerful starting 7. But I think though, I think it's not necessarily great in this matchup, just because of how heavily he's leaning on Merciless Color. He'll make us wait. Maybe he's contemplating the deep mysteries of mulling to 6, which is oftentimes mysterious and deep. It's important when you punt like that, in my experience, just to just focus, just move on to the next game. It happens. It's embarrassing, whatever. But we would have drawn the shard, then we would have dealt with his 1-1. Then he would have had to deal with our 7-7. He probably wouldn't have been able to, and it would have bought us turns to draw our stuff. So, um, essentially, he was about to run out of gas, and then we had pretty much nothing but gas to draw at that point. So that's why that was such a huge misplay. We needed the 7-7 to stabilize. Um, but it didn't happen. So we're gonna play our 4 on time, which is good. He probably trades a 3-2 for it, or whatever he plays now. He just sacrifices out, maybe even gains advantage. We may want to play around that. I don't know if we really can. Merciless Color is really good against Wild, especially when it has a slow start. Yeah, so there's his trump card, right? We would really like to get a throwback right now. But I think he just has the start, man. I think he just has the start and the matchup. Sack is a tough matchup for any deck, especially. The thing is, it needs a lot of synergy. It needs like sequence of plays in the correct order and stuff like that to really gain advantage. But he just adds a spirit to this. Now he has a great sack outlet. He has a ghost feather. Why not? Um, so we're not going to have a whole lot of answers to his flyers, which is bad. We haven't done anything in 3 turns, which is bad. So this is going to be a very difficult game to win. I would have liked, if we didn't punt, there's no guarantee that we would have won last game, but like, look, we're going to play this 3-6, and then he's going to sack it. But we don't know for sure that he has it. We just saw 2. It looks like he's leaning on that strategy pretty heavily, so I'm about 90% sure that this dies. Though I need to get those things out of his hand in order to develop my stuff. So great news if he doesn't have it. 90% sure he does. He's going to end up getting 2 1-1 flyers. And he's just going to pride spall it? I guess he doesn't have it then. That's actually kind of good news. Because we don't have to worry about Merciless Color per se. Because Merciless Color clearly would have been better there. Because I can make 7-7s and stuff. He wasted his pride fall on a 3-6. Yeah, not that big of a deal. So, anyway. This is a little better play in that we're going to play Caribou Healer. We're going to gain 4 this time. He could, for sure, make a Spirit Eagle next turn. We're going to take some damage. But we have Predatory Prey. He's going to have to probably tap out for that, which means we're going to be able to get off our Predatory Prey. We don't need Sky Dancer right now. He has Merciless Color. At least we gain 4, right? So we're drawing a little more action this game, which is nice. I would like to get some troops that I can, trade to Merciless Color. That would be nice. And probably turn these guys into flyers next game. I always forget to do that, just because we're going to need 2-5 flyers more than we're going to need 3-6 blockers in this matchup. Maybe he got hit by shards a little bit. Merciless Color is 4. Maybe that's why we're not seeing it. He's like, oh my god, if I just had a Merciless Color noob, I would pwn you. Right? That's what Swift X Shadow was thinking. Oh my god. 2 fucking Pride Falls? So he has Merciless Colors and Pride Falls in his hand. I'm almost certain he has it. It's a little nuts, man. I'm really not gonna lie. All these answers is a little ridiculous. But that's why removal is a high priority, right? It kills shit. Here, I don't need the Sky Dancer, but the Sky Dancer stabilizes. He's gonna want to deal with it. So like now I'm trying to bait out Merciless Color basically. Now I can start playing 7-7s, and then if he doesn't hit a shard here, then I can have no problem playing out Sky Dancer. Yeah, that's fine. So at some point, he's gonna run out of answers. I think. Yeah, that's a good card. I don't really want to. I shouldn't have played a shard there. Because I want, in case he's playing that discard card, I don't want to play into it too heavily. So anyway, now I'm just trying to bait out his removal. I don't need. I guess Blemish Art's fine in that we'll still have 7 if he kills our Sky Dancer. But he's going to get 1/1s and stuff. Now we're going to see Paraphagy or Color. We're going to sack out Sky Dancer, have a 7/7 to block. That's interesting. So you can see how this card not played on curve. What the hell does that card do? Oh, it makes an eagle. That's fine, man. Play your eagle. We'll kill it. If I had 9, I would like to play Sky Dancer into that. I don't. So we're still not at Paraphagy range yet. He has 2 great chump blockers. And basically my goal is to, well, maybe play out Hastor and then we're swinging for 7 plus 5. Maybe that's pretty good. I already used 2 Pride's Falls. He could swing for 3, but our backswing is going to be nuts. And next turn we could deal with the eagle. Alright, I say we just go for it. I wanted to play around Paraphagy, but he doesn't have Paraphagy resources yet. So now this puts extreme pressure on him to have hit a resource next turn. I'm gonna feel really dumb if he just draws a shard and Paraphagies it, but because this card is pretty unbeatable. But I just want to put enough pressure as is because Sack has a lot of ways to come back into the game, a lot of chump blockers. So these will transform. So I don't think he can. That works the way he's going to want it to. So that's 12. Yeah, we're just going to go for it here. That's a very good deck. I think his goal is to maybe sack one, but he gets a blocker, but that would be exhausted. So maybe he wanted the life gain there, or maybe he has some way to finish the game that I don't know about. Here we can Predatory Prey Eagle, though I don't think we need to. I think we just have a solid win con. So we'll go 5. We'll go 9. Now if he Paraphagies, I still think we have a pretty solid win con. He's at 7. He can't attack. Maybe he got greedy and just played tried to go like 16 shards or something. His curve is quite low. It looks like he topped at 4. Sideboard plans. I don't know. Just hope he doesn't have a bunch of removal. There's not a whole lot of answers to spirits, period. So that's why another reason why it's a pretty good deck. I need to use the restroom really quick. Be right back. Maybe I should edit those little breaks, but honestly, like, I don't know, man. This is a small community. It's fun. I'm just trying to connect with you guys. I'm not really trying to put out a super sleek product, just in it for the fun. So, yeah. So sideboard plan. I mean, things like Staggering Blast aren't even that great against spirits. I mean, even if we were in an archetype that had some sideboard plays against 1/1s and stuff. But yeah, we're just gonna resubmit. He was like, we got a little screwed there, honestly. So maybe he's playing 17, 18 shards and got really unlucky, or he went for the 16 and just never got there. So would we have won this round if we didn't brain fart? No, not guaranteed. Not guaranteed at all. So this is a very good draw. And then we can go ramp ramp. He likes his hand. Though I can't really see him having many sevens he doesn't, any starting hands he doesn't like. We just don't want to see colors at the right time. We don't want to see, we don't want to get pridefalled. Have all our threats be pridefalled. Like, he had a pretty good grip of removal last turn. Okay, now he knows that we have Hostir. It's kind of a drawback of Hostir. I'd rather it just be kind of sneaky and secret, but so now we'll see if he has Vampire Kiss. For sure. I wonder, do we even leave up? Is there any benefit to throwing that back? If we play this, it probably gets kissed if he has it. If we leave this up, he probably just, attacks for 2 and plays a 3-drop? That doesn't seem very good. I'd rather develop our plan than play around a threat that isn't necessarily all that threatening. I'd like for him to miss a shard here, of course. But I feel that way every turn, so. Alright, he doesn't have the double blood, so he probably has to draw blood. Unless he, what does he have here? I think this just gets Vampire Kissed instantly. I think that is our plan, is just keep the ramp coming and hope that he doesn't have a Vampire Kiss. Then and then plan B is to dodge all of his removal for our threats. Kind of a tall order. At least we have 4 resources, so we can keep up throwback if he tries to do something. I don't know what he would try to do here. Maybe we could double block here, throw back if he has a trick. I wonder if we block here. If we block anything here. So he's going to attack with both. We're going to double block, use throwback, because we want to nerf this thing anyway. Oh, that's a bad block. Oopsie. Maybe he'll be dumb and still use the trick. It makes it a 1-2 lifelinker, which is pretty good. There's his double resource. Will he take a tempo hit? Yeah, he will. Big deal? Nope, not a big deal. What is a big deal is how many prides falls he has. So that's a big deal. Because he's going to be able to prides fall this, and then we're going to take 4, and then, just shit like that. It gets kind of annoying. In fact, I think I'm going to actually play around prides fall. And I don't want him to do too much damage early. I'm just going to do this little thing. I think we're going to get there on resources eventually anyway. I just don't want to die. I don't want to take a bunch of damage. I want to I want to neutralize his threats early because his late game's kind of bad, except for all his removal. He's definitely going to save a Pride's Fall for House Deer anyway, so maybe Grove Whisperer is kind of safe, but I still don't want to play into it. Do I just play 5 here? I mean, yeah, I do. I don't have any 7 drops to play. He loses a 1-1. It's like, cool. Ends up trading a 3-2 lifelinker for just a 2-2 vanilla. Like, I get it. He's trying to weasel me down. Probably has a couple Pride Fall in hand. We're going to get to our resources the good old-fashioned way. I think he definitely Pride Falls this, which is a little scary, but we take 3 ramp and then maybe play a Hastir that just gets Pride Falled anyway. I don't know, man. He has such good he's so dense with answers, man. He wants to win on the back of Merciless Color. It should be a very slow and ineffective plan. I mean, anybody would play Grove Whisperer here, but I just know he has an answer to it. Lift Lyricist doesn't do much. Um, I don't know. I mean, playing all these colors is bad against most matchups, but it's really good because I'm just playing one threat at a time. I'm just gonna take three. Just gonna take three. I don't want to play into anything I know he has. If we discard two, we probably just lose. Trying to get a shard so I can play. Yeah, he just plays a Naked Spirit Eagle. It's fine. Now we have to play Grove Whisperer, and then he Pride Falls it, and then we're sad. I guess a removal card would be good. I don't think he's playing many shards. It's 2 games in a row he hasn't gotten to 5. Um, damn, I guess we missed that boat. If this gets Pride's Fall, we're not sad, and we have a blocker. No, it wasn't good either. So we're still taking a bunch of damage. I think we're taking 6. I don't know if we chump block here. No, we're taking 6. If he Pride's Falls it, we kind of consider ourselves lucky. If he has 2 Pride's Falls in hand, we probably lose. Okay. Not bad. Not bad. Now he's playing out his stuff. Gonna do 6. I'm tempted to just jump here. Save 3 points of damage. Make him have, because we're gonna have 6 next turn anyway. Enough to play our Grove Dancer. Redraw the shard. We can play a 7. And we did. So the problem though here is that he just wins with Spirit Eagle if he Prize Falls this. And if we play a 7/7, he just ignores our stuff and keeps hitting us for 3. So we kind of need him to not have an answer. To Grove Whisperer, which I'm almost positive he does. Though, and it might be a little too late to win with Austere. We're probably going to see that Paraphagy. Asshole. What could he have here? Wow. 3, 4, 5, 6? That is greedy as fuck. I guess if he gains life, it's fine. Oh, he just wins. Okay, so this was the aggro version of Sack. There was nothing we could have done there. I'm not too sad about that game though. Like, I would say, honestly, that was kind of a bad Sack deck. He's just playing. It's just because he was able to play so many sequential colors. Like, that he kind of just got us, because we were playing one big threat at a time. And he sideboarded the million Pride's Falls. He picked, and that's kind of OP against that deck. So it was in other words a bad matchup, but losing to that deck, I think generally that deck's not going to do that good. That guy's probably going to win this draft because he knows how to play that deck. But I would say by and large, if that was my strategy, was to rely on opportunistic Merciless Colors and Pride's Falls. Like, that could go really bad against a lot of decks. And so anyway, that was a bad matchup for us. The punt didn't help. It's not going to haunt me too bad, mainly because all that did was buy us time. Maybe, game 1. I don't think he had as many Pride's Falls. So, but here we are. What can he do? It's a live draft commentary. That's how it goes. Your successes and your failures are all live. So yeah, thanks for watching. See you in round 3.